Hey everybody, welcome. I'm just mixing up my resin. I've been mixing it for a few minutes now because I wanted to get it started before the video this time because I know it takes forever to mix all of the resin. So this has been sitting here mixing. I'm actually going to use the same mold as I used for my very first one because the silicone sticks to this parchment paper perfect, and I went around and I cleaned it pretty good with some baby wipes and some alcohol, but it's still got a little bit of the teal on there from before, but I'm not worried about it because I'm going to grind the edges at the end anyway, so those little bits of teal will come off. But I've got 4 ounces of resin here. We are working today on, it's going to be a green and like marbly colored looking geode. But I've got 6 different colors here that I'm going to work with. I'm going to first start out with pouring all my resin in the cups, and then we'll start tinting stuff and get to work. So excited about this one. It's going to be beautiful. I have high hopes already. I've got 7 different cups out. I'm not going to do a whole lot in some of them because, like, for the black, I don't need a lot of black. I just need a little bit. And a little bit goes a long way with these, but I'll go over all the colors and stuff as soon as I'm done filling these up. And as I'm adding them in, I'll let you know what I'm using today. Okay, perfect. Okay, I think that's good for that. Okay, so first off, actually this is a little less. I'm gonna put this over this one. Okay, so we are going to keep one clear, and then I've got this. It's the Anita's all-purpose metallic white Blanco that I got from Hobby Lobby. Metallic Blanco white. And I'm going to add some of that into the cup, but I'm also going to add some of this. It's the same stuff that I used on my last, the same stuff that I used on the last geode. This is coming from the metallics one. Or no, this is from the sea blue colored one, whatever. But I'm also using the black out of this. It's the Surface FX, the metallics pigments, and then the other one in the blue package, they were called Making Waves. But I'm using the reflections from Making Waves, and I'm using Depth, which is the black from the metallics. Just a drop of this in here. Don't need much. And then I'm going to add the reflections to this too, because I really love this stuff. It turned out so nice in the last couple that I've done. So just a little bit, don't need a ton. Reflections, and then I'm using this from my very first one, that Tortuga from that same Making Waves kit. I used most of it, so I have to be very sparingly this time with this. But it's just so beautiful. Okay. And then the black I'm using, it's called Depth. And I used it, I had some leftover resin the other day, so I mixed some of this with some clear, and it really added depth to the piece. So I guess that's why they call it Depth. Okay. Probably used way too much because there's not very much resin in that one. Okay. And then I've got this little, I got a whole package of them at Hobby Lobby, and I used my coupon. So these Lumieres, and the one I'm going to use is metallic olive green. I don't know if you can see that, but it's gonna be really pretty. I'm just going to put a couple drops of that in here. We'll see how that works. And then I also got some more, a different color though, of that Pearl Effects. Oh, this is going to be really pretty in this one. And this is apple green. Just a little bit of our powder. It's good. And then the last thing I'm going to do, I got some of the sand, and it's got to be the same brand as these rocks that I'm going to end up putting into these stones. I got them from the at-home store, but these are so pretty. They're going to look really good. So this is the brand. And they were just in with the vase fillers and stuff. So that's, I think that the sand right here is the same because it's in the same type bag. So I think it's the same brand. But I actually am gonna add some of this to the bottom of this clear. And also add just a little bit of glitter in there with it. Hello, Wesley Snipes. Hey, Wesley Snipes, what are you doing, Bo? Wesley Snipes just came downstairs. He's our little black cat. Okay, so I put some of that in there. Probably way too much, but I'm actually gonna go around the edge with that. I think it's gonna add a lot of dimension to it. And then I'm gonna add just a little bit of the glitter that came. It's a green glitter. I'm gonna put this in with that sand. Just a tiny bit, not a lot. There we go. Okay, and now I can mix. Before I mix, I'm gonna put my gloves on before I forget. And then we can start pouring. I am so excited about this one. I'm gonna do this a little bit differently. I'm gonna wait till the end and put the rocks on at the end. Wine, cheers. Okay, let me move this slightly for you guys to see. Okay. Now, first off, this was that metallic white with just a little bit of that reflections in there with it. You can see that. It's gonna be very transparent, but it's gonna add something to it. It does add the depth that I like. Oh, nice, okay. And this is that Tortuga. You can see as we stir just how beautiful this gets. Okay. Look at that. Okay. Tortuga. And this is the black one that's just, it's called Depth, but the color in it is just, it's very shimmery. And I don't need a ton of this, so I didn't mix a ton of it up because I'm gonna try and make a little marbled look, if possible, on a part of this. See, there's the black. Okay, and then this is gonna be that Lumiere, those drops. Oh, the green already. I just stirred it a couple times. You can see already, it's a beautiful color. And then this one is gonna be that new color effects powder that I got. It's gonna be pretty bright, but it's not mixed in really well yet. Oh yeah, it's very shimmery and it's gonna be nice. And then last but not least, we have our rocks with our glitter. This is just gonna be very, very thick because I put this sand in there. You see how thick that is? It's just the rocks. The sand will sink to the bottom and it just kind of will give it a nice depth. Okay, so now that we've got all that ready, we can just pour. Okay, so I've got all my colors. I'm gonna start first, I think, with that sand mixture around the outside, and I'm gonna go around the middle with it too, because I really don't need a ton. I'm only gonna use it at the beginning. I'm not gonna keep going over spots in the middle at the end. So here we go with this, all along the edge. Just trying to make sure this is as flat as possible. Yeah, this is really nice. I love how the sand kind of sinks to the bottom of the resin, and it really gives it an amazing 3D effect. Okay, so there's the outside edge. I'm gonna do some on the inside edge, just really quick. It's so thick, but I really don't think I should have to use it after this inside spot. You know, some people don't scrape their cups, but I mixed mine extremely well for like 6 minutes today because I wanted to make sure that there's no issues. So that's pretty much gonna be gone now. Okay. Next thing is the white. No, I'm not gonna do the white yet. I lied. Go with just a little bit of this Lumiere, the green, over the outside of this one really quick. That's such a pretty color. That looks so awesome already. Okay, now I'm going to use that Tortuga. That's my favorite. I loved this color. It's just beautiful. It's one of those pigment powders, and it was just gorgeous. It's very translucent, but it just, I don't know, I guess I just love these things because of the depth and the layers that you can see in them. And with this one, it really lets you see through it. I'm going to put some stones on it here in a second, just so there's at least some on here. But I learned from the last time that I want to get a little bit of the resin down first before I put the stones down. And I'm going to be very picky about these stones too. I love these. This like bright citrine color is just gorgeous. Okay, I'm going to put some, maybe I'm not going to be as picky as I thought, because these really aren't that bad. And these are all the colors I'm going for in this project, so. I love the colors of these stones, they're beautiful. And then I'll just quickly go around the edge once I'm done putting these down, just with some clear over the top to make sure they're all stuck down where I want them to be. I know this is the tedious part. It's not that exciting just to watch me lay rocks and stuff, but the end is going to be gorgeous. A little stone. I don't want to do a huge layer because I'm still I want to do clear on top of this, and then I'm going to finish it, and then at the very end, I'm going to lay some more stones down on top, and then do another layer of clear, but because the first one I did, I put the stones down first, kind of like this, but I didn't put resin down first. And you can't really see a ton of the stones, and I want you to be able to see them. But this is actually for one of my friends, and she sent me a picture of these succulents that she has, and it's just all these colors, these bright green colors and muted green colors and like celery. I mean, just every color rock that's in this bag, I swear, is in her succulents. So this is kind of perfect. I love all these little shards. They're beautiful. This is gonna be beautiful. And I even don't mind some of these that have a little bit of the orange in them. I wanted it to be mostly green. And she's got her succulents in like a little, it looks like marble, like a marble planter. So I'm gonna try and do some white in here with a little bit of black in it and try to see if I can make it look like marble. Because that would be amazing. Plus I think the marble would just look awesome with all the different greens and stuff. There's that. I think that's good for stones for now. Now I need to go over it just with a very thin layer of clear all the way around the edge to make sure that these are the ones on the edge are set in. How I want them and where I want them so they don't move around later. Zigzag a little bit to make sure they're all covered. next, I'm going to do, I already did that green. Let's do this other green that I got, this new Color FX. See how that looks. It's going to be kind of bright, but I think it will end up muting out with some of the other colors once they interact with it. Oh wow, this is a super bright green. I guess I wasn't kidding when I said bright green. But I love what it does already, mixing with some of the colors next to it. It looks amazing. I'm going to put some in the middle too. You'll be able to see it a little bit more. And then I need to do a couple rocks in the center as well. Let's do some stones in this. No, I'm not going to do stones in the center till the end. Okay, so next I'm going to go through with the white and we're going to try this marble and see if I can make it work. Cross your fingers. Cross your fingers. But this also has the reflections in it, so it's going to be very translucent. If it's too translucent, I'm going to have to mix some more and put some more white in it or something. I need to have enough to get all the way around. Come on, white. It's actually much clearer than I thought it was going to be. So the next layer I'll have to bump up the color a little bit because I want this marble effect to work. I want it to work so bad. Okay, so there wasn't much in there. Okay, so where's my black? I think I might just let it naturally marble. I don't know if I'm going to be good at this. We'll try it. Just trying to let this. I'm just going to go through with a little tiny black layer. I think it'll end up marbling together anyway. That's going to have to be a very small, thin black line. Here we go. Do one on the inside too, just because there's not a lot of this black and I need to make sure I just use it now. Okay, that looks good. It's going to be amazing. Okay, I'm going to go through with that darker, that Lumiere green now, and do a thick one inside of this black. Oh yes, that looks good. Let's use this and get this up to the edges. I need to go over this with the blowtorch here in a second because there's a couple little air bubbles in here. And get them out. There's that. Perfect. This is going to be amazing. Burn in the parchment paper. Smell it. Let's go around next, I think, with this. This is that Tortuga, that really shimmery green one that I liked so much. That just adds so much. It's amazing, I love it. Okay, those ones were empty. Now I'm gonna go back with that bright green again. Just a really thin one this time, I think. I don't need to mix as much of this next time because it goes a long way and it's super bright. There's that. This is my clear. I need to save some of that for the middle. We got the black, white. I almost feel like I'm running out of resins. I should have mixed more colors. Actually, is there more of this white in here? Oh, there's really not. This is the one with the sand. I still might just put a blob of it in here just because. Just a tiny bit of this left, so I'm going to use that up as well. This was the white that had some of that reflections in it, but it's very, very clear. There's not a whole lot of tint to it of white. I need to put more white in it next time for that next layer. I'm gonna put some black in the middle there. Excuse me. Hey, Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes is our little black baby man. We got him last January. And he's just he completes our family. Oh, Wesley Snipes. Yeah? Yeah? My little baby man. Gosh, that green was so bright. Okay, I'm gonna go through one more time now with this darker green. And I'm almost done. It's almost done with this first layer. And then I'm gonna put some stones in the middle, and I need to go over the middle with some clear. Wesley. It's just rubbing all over my legs right now. He wants some attention and some love. He said, I'm Wesley Snipes and you need to love me. I will not be ignored. I am Wesley Snipes. Big W. Huh. That's my big Wesley Snipers. The sniperist of them all. Oh, baby Wes. Yes. Okay, I'm almost done. I'm just going to do this bright green. This might look a little crazy right now, but it will end up turning out amazing, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I guess everybody fails once, so I'm bound to have a failure once or twice coming up, but this already just looks amazing to me. Okay. That one's empty, that one's empty. Just have one more of this one, I think. And then I can do my center stones. this is coming together. I'm gonna put a little dab of this in that middle of here. Perfect. Okay, that first layer is down. I'm going to put some stones in the middle, I think, just to kind of build it up a little bit in the middle. I need to get some tweezers to make this a little easier. Oops. It's all right. I guess you're just gonna go there now, Rock. First layer to me always looks a little crazy. It doesn't look exactly how you're going to see it at the end because there's going to be more layers on the top, but this is where you get to start adding your depth and stuff, I think. Making sure that you can see all of these little pieces when you're done. Not all of them, but you know what I mean, people. When I get done, I'm going to go over it with clear, like I said, and then I'll take the camera down and give you guys a little closer look at this, because it really is beautiful. I love all these different shades of green. So pretty. Okay, almost done, kids. Almost done, kids. Almost done. I need one of these too, because those are pretty. Okay. I don't need to make sure these are like completely covered right now. They just need a good little coat right now to hold them down so they don't move. And they'll be covered later with even more clear and more colors and stuff, so this will definitely all change. I think I should have just enough to go around the middle with this. So here we go with this. So now I've got a nice little clear coat around all of that on the inside. I think all of my colors are empty. I did use all of them. So that was the perfect amount to mix. I just did about 4 ounces. I'm actually gonna put a little bit of this in here because there's some of the green left. I might go around the rock. No, I don't think I have enough to go all the way around the rocks. In the middle. I'll just put a little dab here in the center of this little dot that I'm making. That looks good. Okay, and then maybe one more little dot of the black in the middle of that. Perfect. And what else do I have? I have that dark green, just a little bit of it. I'm just trying to add to this middle section that I just like making a special little dot in the middle of all of them that has a variety of colors. Okay, so all my colors are gone. My cups are all empty. Gloves can come off. And you guys, I'm gonna show you this. It looks really good so far. Okie dokie. So here we have the geode so far today. But this is that spot that I was working on. I love just making just a special little circle spot. But you can see all those. I wish that that white would have been more white and not as clear. I'm gonna definitely have to put some more of that white in there next time. But I think that this is gonna turn out to be pretty fabulous. I hope everybody likes it. Thanks for joining me. I'll be back in a little while with part